so right now we're working on a 2001 Jeep Cherokee with an Evap code. Okay, it's for a Evap large leak. I think it's like a P0455. So anytime you have an Evap leak, especially a large leak, any leak really, you're gonna come over here, and first thing you're gonna check is the gas cap. So you're gonna wanna come inspect the gas cap, take it off. This one's already been replaced. It doesn't have the link that holds it on there. And you're gonna check this ring right here. Okay, obviously this gas cap looks brand new, so whoever replaced it thought that this might fix it, and it did not. So the next thing you're gonna check is a visual inspection of the Evap hoses. And the number one thing from the Evap system is going to be on Jeeps is a leak detection pump. So on this Jeep, the leak detection pump is in the front passenger side corner out over here, right next to the AC system. And you're going to inspect these hoses. Right now I'm holding the hose that was bad, and it goes from the pump down to the firewall on this hose, and you can see it's got multiple cracks in it. You can see it's got cracks all throughout, going through it, and they're pretty large cracks, so they're going to be setting for that type of a leak. So it's a pretty simple fix, especially for these older cars. You start it? You good? So this is a hose that broke off. So what we're gonna do is we ordered 5/8 heater hose because for whatever reason no parts place can hold this size Evap hose. So heater hose will work. We're gonna cut a hose that's a little bit longer. That way it gives us enough room. I'm gonna give a good amount of room extra. And you can use a razor or whatever you gotta use. This is a tool that works well for cutting hose. It's Cornwell. I don't even, my dad's had it for like a long time. The one thing you want to do with these hoses is lubricate them. It really doesn't matter what kind of lube you use. Just make sure you get it on the inside of the hose so it makes it easier to install it. Don't need to coat it too much, but just enough so you don't have any problems. It's going to be the hose connected to the firewall. And they put it in a wonderful place that's easy to get to. Install it and see, make sure it's got a pretty tight connection. Don't want it to leak again. Then the other side is going to be on this leak detection pump. Right down there. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a hose going down right there. We're just going to connect that. I want to figure out where, you're not recording, right? So we were able to remove these 3 bolts that hold the pump on. Pulled it out here to give us more access to install this hose. Got the hose on there. Now we're just gonna put it back. So we got this back in place. Made sure that this hose is on there. Get these bolts back in. Tighten them down. And this thing is actually pretty nice just because it's been detailed, so everything is not all muddy and dirty. But make sure everything's secure on there. You got the connector back on. These you got to unclip. Push this red clip up first before you are able to remove the clip. Make sure everything is on there. Double check it. Make sure it's all in a secure spot. And then the only thing left to do is test drive it. Okay, so last step. Once you're done test driving it, plug the scanner in it. And what you're always going to want to do, the number one thing, especially with scanners, is make sure that they have a monitor, way to check the monitors. So once this thing reads, so it's got no code stored, but there is still 2 monitors that haven't cleared. The oxygen sensor heater, the heater monitor, and then the Evap monitor. So those 2 are flashing, they haven't cleared, but the good news is we don't have any codes that have set. And the other thing you're gonna look at too is if it's a large leak, a large Evap leak, you're gonna, it'll probably come back pretty quickly. So just keep driving it, but if you do find a hose with a bunch of cracks in it, that's all it takes to fix it. So we're gonna test drive it. We're out here. This thing is fucking hard to use. Here's the cameraman. Credit. And we should be all set. So thanks for watching. Keep it unlimited. AutoandLim.com. Until next time.